Okay,
California
we have Scott
salute.
Mitchell here, who's our local crime fighter. He left his cape in the car.
And Barney Fife's grandchild.
Oh, you already first grandson? Wow. Okay. Scott, how long has your family been around here?
My dad moved here in 1967. He was a game warden. He was working over in Giles County, Virginia, and he did an opening here in Wood County, close to where he was born, so he moved back here.
Okay. And you've been here all your life?
Been here since 1969.
And how long you been police chief?
Since 2008.
And how many police officers have there been in the last 100 years here?
I don't know.
3 or 4.
Four, just four. Four.
You're the fifth.
I'm the fifth. Hey, number 5.
And what do you think's the great thing about Rural Retreat?
Sense of community. We all have a very close sense of community. Even if you move here from somewhere else, we're always willing to be neighbors to you and include you in our community.
Suspiciously at first.
Yes, after,
Oh, nothing's easy.
after,
Never easy,
Nothing's
Some
easy.
people take, it just depends on how you are when you move here.
after a year or two, you can be
You can move here
safe.
and fit right in right away, or you
Yeah.
can move in here and we may take a little while to get to know you. Just,
Right.
As long as you don't ride the back seat of his car, you make it.
as
I never had
some
rode in the
people
front
have.
seat of one of those.
Hey, listen, I know. I tell him all the time, I'm sitting up front.
I yell shotgun, but it don't never work. They put me in the back.
What's been our biggest crime here?
Here,
Yeah. Now, you told me something about jaywalking one time. How did it work? If 1, 2, and 3?
one, two, that was your joke.
No, that was your
That
joke.
was your joke.
I got it from you.
It was your joke. It wasn't mine. Roytree doesn't have much crime, fortunately.
If one person
One
jaywalks,
person jaywalks.
it's a crime.
If 2 or 3 jaywalk, then it's a crime wave.
Trying to
And if 4 or 5, it's a movement.
That's worse.
Or block party.
The absolute worst thing that I can remember in recent history, they broke into the food country. Or broke out
Broke out of the food.
of the food country.
Well, they got locked in.
Yeah, they let them locked in and they pried the tin out and crawled out under the metal, under the back of the... it has currently still unsolved.
It's still involved in it, yeah.
But that's not his watch. That was the previous chief.
Actually it was before Scott.
Yeah,
That's before.
that's not your fault, Scott. We'll let you-
Well, it is still unsolved, so it was, we'll never
Well,
know.
it still bothers Scott.
Yeah, that's it. I still review it every
Yes,
cold case kind of deal.
it's open, yeah.
I've seen that program. Are you on that? What do you feel like our greatest resource here is?
The people. We have great people in this country. Wonderful people, friendly, sometimes overly friendly.
Yeah. Come on, eat this. Eat it now. Eat it and enjoy it.
Come on in. No, come on in. No, come in.
You coming up there talk about the dog problem and they want you to come in and eat cherry
I
pie
want you to
with
sit down and eat
That's
and
neat though.
ice cream on
spend
it.
an hour in there.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
I told him on the interview, the Skype interview, that you don't ever just call somebody and say, I need my car fixed, or I need, you always have to say, how you doing? You know, what's going on?
Have wife, kids.
Here's something I've always wondered about police officers in a small town. Tell me if this is true.
Okay.
If you stop somebody that's speeding and you walk up to the car and you find out you know them, do you let them go?
I can, yeah. I have that option, and I mean, that's
Okay.
the great thing about being a chief in a small town. If I stop to somebody I know and I say, want to give them a break,
Okay.
I can give them a break. I don't
Remember
have
this
to write.
face.
Before Scott moved away and came back. Here's another example of somebody that wanted to come back home. He was a police officer in Hillsville, and I'd been to my uncle's funeral in South Boston, and was coming through Hillsville doing 70 miles an hour in a 25 zone, and it was like 2 in the morning. I was going home, you know,
Yeah.
and I got pulled over, and the guy, one license, registration, everything. He was friendly, you know, but he was fixing to write me up, and I said, do you know Scott Mitchell? He said, yeah. He said, do you know Scott? I said, yeah, Scott's a friend of mine. So, you know, I live in Rural Retreat, still on license. He said, you really know Scott Mitchell? I said, yeah. He said, you honestly know him? I said, yeah, call him. He knows me. He says, okay, and he went back to his car and he did some radioing, and he came back and he says, I checked it out. You don't have any record or anything, so I'm just gonna let you go. So Scott got me out a big ticket. He wasn't even there.
That's good.
I pulled Jason over one night. His
Tim Litz's son.
Tim Litz's son, the mayor's son. He was when I was in Hillsville. I was running radar on 220, and he was going to Floyd up there for something, and he came through, and I pulled him over. I said, Jason, what? You wouldn't have no Timberlands. My dad, I was like, really? I was like, yeah. Oh, because I didn't know Jason at the time. I was like, yeah, here, come on, slow down.
Yeah, I was stopped in Whitfield and the guy asked me if I was related to B.J. Lawson. And my brother's name is actually Bobby Joe, but he's a sheriff in like Montgomery County. And he goes, nah, it's not the same about
There's a
BJ,
BJ
so gave me
Lawson.
tickets. But I could see he was about to let me off if I knew the other guy.
If Scott pulls somebody over, it is most likely that he knows.
More than likely.
More than likely.
Yeah.
The
Probably
percentage
about
is
9 out
greater.
of 10
that he-
times.
There's not that many. 9 o'clock, they pull the streets in. All you had to do, you come here and stand and watch. At 9 o'clock, there's very little
January,
traffic.
it's not even
Yeah.
9 o'clock, it's like 7.
Now, if you're looking for a drink here, you're gonna have to leave. Or go to Jim Lloyd's house.
Thanks a lot. Half the county will be over there tonight.
Yeah, put him on TV. I didn't know Lloyd sold. Oh,
I figured if Scott didn't find out, I
That's what
thought
that
about
back
maybe
room is.
bootlegging something.
That area.
Yeah, we don't want Scott to know.
Yeah, no. Never ever
I'm
know.
shocked to discover.
I am appalled, just appalled.
what was it the lady said? I'm not sure I'll vote for him. He tickles.
Yeah, that's what they said about you.
Yeah.
He tipples.
Oh my gosh.
I said, shoot, no, he guzzles.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
want to say anything else?
I don't know.
Tell him you better watch your step in this town.
That's it.
That's right.
Watch where you step in.
Scott.
That goes back to your story about the horse, right?
Wear your boots when you come to this
Is that,
town.
is that 23 or 17? He said I wasn't counting.
Well, I guess that's
Anything you want to add?
We're a treat, just we're a treat.
We're treats, we're treats.
There's a lot of people last
you,
year
don't
said I'm not coming back, and they did. They did. They left and never came back.
When you're young and you
Know all the answers.
you know all the answers and you know what you want to do and you know where to go, but after you're
Best
gone,
thing
it's
to
like,
do is if you want to stay, stay. If you want to leave, then figure on staying down. It's not easy to come back, but anyway.
I guess that.